Okay, here we are back again with more, Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. That's right. That's what we're doing. It's gonna take me a while to get into the habit of saying that instead of Dragon Age all the time. Hopefully it won't be too very long before I get to say Dragon Age again, but we'll see. Anyway, we are in Blood and Wine, Witcher 3. We're having fun. We just made it to Toussaint, and, I have to go to Corvo Bianco.
Sending the poor fool straight into a trap.
Not bad.
Right. So anyway, there's a dead body. We have to examine it. We have to go to this place called Corvo Bianco to do it. But first, there is a notice board. Spot missing. My dog's gone missing. Oh no, that's terrible. White with a black patch on his eye answers to Spot. That is, he comes running when I call him Spot. If you find Spot, bring him to the Cockatrice Inn. The innkeep knows me. Spot too. I will do that. I hope somebody finds your dog, buddy. Wanted, the White Wolf. Me? The Witcher Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, is wanted to serve as a guide. His potential employer guarantees an ample wage for this unusual contract. For more information, he should go to Count Belladal's temporary base camp in Toussaint. Note, we kindly request all other persons not present themselves at said camp under the pretense of being Geralt of Rivia. Count Belladal was not born yesterday and can easily tell who was a witcher and who was faking it. All those journeying to his camp in shabby costumes with wooden swords strapped to their backs can save themselves the trouble and turn back. Notice from the Ducal Camerlengo, calling all knights errant and other strong men. The Dukie needs you. Your aid is required. Bounteous rewards are in the offing. More details available at the Ducal Camerlengo's offices on Knights Dormant Square. Okay. Announcement from the Office of Internal Revenue of the Duchy of Toussaint. The Office of Internal Revenue hereby announces a limited live auction to be held regarding the sale of a piece of developed real estate and accompanying agricultural land located in the Caraberta Woods region, having been left to the ducal treasury by the late Count Crespi, who departed this world without any heirs. Due to the unique nature of the Bellegarde estate and its important role in the production of wine, bringing great fame to the duchy in all corners of the world, only subjects of the Duchy of Toussaint shall be allowed to participate in the auction. Well, that rules me out. To all knights errant and other such men of arms, be it known far and wide that the services of voluntary keepers of the peace shall be needed. Ah, I see. Minor problems are expected to arise during the transfer of the above-mentioned real estate, and said problems for their dissolution could require the application of direct physical force. All volunteers are asked to report to the field office of the Procurator General of Toussaint near Plugman's Bridge, that is to say, to the place where the auction shall be held. Okay. The Great Beauclair Gwent Tournament. Oh boy, more Gwent. It is Count Monier's supreme delight to announce a Gwent tournament of his organization. Those wishing to take part should register at the Pheasantry. Please note this tournament features a new faction developed by Count Monier himself. Let the games begin. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much on-screen Gwent. I'll probably just focus on story stuff and not worry too much about doing Gwent. To a Witcher or Witchers, the Beauclair Coopers Guild is seeking an individual or individuals willing to escort a merchant convoy through an area threatened by the Great White Terror. More information can be obtained from Gaston Lagaffe at the merchant's camp in the forests to the north of Coronada Vineyard. Milgram Poulin, Undersecretary for Threats and Risk Management, Beauclair Coopers Guild. All right.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
All right, cool. I think, let me see here. What do we got? Gwent. Knight for Hire. Wine Wars. And Big Game Hunter. Okay. It seems like, I mean, right now, this is the lowest level quest I have, so I'll probably just keep doing the main quest for a bit. No reason for me not to... Where'd you go? Roach.
Yes, Witcher.
Roach, where are you going, buddy?
The Duchess champion.
Anyway. So I think, at least for the moment, I
Giddy up.
will continue the main quest line.
Up, shoot, down the
And then,
river, up, shoot.
You know, we'll see how we go. I'll follow the quest line for a while, and the main quest for a while, and then maybe futz around a little bit
Sounds
with
of a
other
fight.
stuff.
Have to hurry.
Oh, what's going on? What the shit?
Slower.
Oh my gosh! What the hell?
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Somebody killed a lot of people.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Killed with a single blow. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though. Or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be.
Great. The Bruxa Bestiary entry to prepare for the fight. Okay. There's the Beast of Beauclair. There's my Toad Prince from Stone, Hearts of Stone. It's probably down here a ways. I'm looking for vampires. Bruxa. Right, these are the ladies. The ladies. If you must travel through the woods, steer clear of any places where you can hear several different kinds of birds at once. That sound means you're entering a Brux's territory and can kiss your life farewell. Fortunately for us all, Bruxae are rare creatures. Most live far from population centers, for they care greatly for their own safety and make their lairs in places where they cannot be taken by surprise. Those who decide to live near men avoid crowds and emerge from their shelters only at night. When they do, one could almost mistake them for delayed travelers hurrying towards their night's lodging, yet subtle details give them away. Their close ties to birds, their piercing voices, and the breathtaking speed of their movements. Bruxae are far swifter and stronger than men, but their greatest asset is their ability to turn invisible. Okay. Bruxae dart about with uncanny speed, and with their power of invisibility they can easily confuse opponents and attack unexpectedly or from behind. Thus, when fighting these vampires, the moon dust bomb is a great aid. While it cannot eliminate the vampire's invisibility altogether, it can make it easier to track its motions. A generous smearing of vampire oil is also effective. Bruxae use their sharp claws to attack and can easily break through an opponent's guard by buffeting him with a hail of blows from all directions. They will try to bite their prey and drink its blood once it is weakened, so every witcher who expects to encounter such a monster should swallow a black blood potion beforehand. Bruxae are also known for their sonic attacks, which knock down and stun their prey. Great, so we got a moondust, vampire oil, black blood, and Erden. Okay.
Black blood.
Yeah, we're gonna do some black blood, I think. This... Just find my vampire oil. I don't know which one it is. I thought... There it is. Vampire oil. And some moondust bombs.
And moon dust. Could be lifesavers. In the cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs. Broke his neck. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Nice.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
Wonderful. A naked lady covered in
You.
blood.
Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
I wonder if she did kill these people.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Damn it.
Ooh. Get back over here.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
It's a lot of stuff. Take all that. Okay. Well, that was something. Let's look at this.
Stinks.
I bet it does. Gross.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Yay. Alright, so let's look at it.
Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it.
Yeah, probably a drowner.
Something in the throat. A pouch,
Ew.
bulging with coins.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Indeed. It's as I suspected. Alright, let's examine the chest.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Okay. What about that extra hand?
Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up.
Gross.
How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several
Gross.
monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive
It's
after so much time.
twitching.
Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Oh my god, Geralt, did you just put it in your back pocket? Please oh my god, he just put it in his pocket. That is so gross. Geralt, you are so gross. That is really gross, Geralt.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm?
It's gross. It's in your
No.
pocket and wiggling around.
Chopped down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Yeah. I mean, clearly somebody was trying to make a point with this, but I'm not sure what the point is without knowing more about who the guy was and potentially the other victims as well. But yeah, I mean, it's clearly an intentional murder, and not just like a random attack from a non-thinking beast. Anything else in here? Not really. Okay. Like, clearly this creature, whatever it is like, you know, it's sentient and it's thinking about this and it's doing this deliberately. So it might just be a person, but it does seem like it is some kind of a creature. But a sentient creature. Alright, where am I going next? To find Palmerin. Yeah, I know what the quest markers look like. Well, that's not too far away. The next step in the quest line. Do I have any actual quest markers for new quests, or... Look at this map. This map is... For being a DLC map, there's a lot of notice boards and markers and stuff. This is pretty impressive. It's gonna be a pretty meaty DLC, it looks like. That's okay. Let's, I mean, aside from the dead bodies, this place is pretty charming, actually. I'm kind of impressed.
Slow now. Whoa.
What will be the best way to get up there? Actually, probably not this way. I'll probably want to turn around. Let's maybe turn around. Yeah, oh gosh. We're going to, I think, oh my gosh. This is like the tourney grounds, right? How much you want to bet Geralt ends up fighting in the tourney somehow? Yep, this is the tourney grounds. There's a lot of people.
Oh, damn it.
I...
The North must
Look, I've got somewhere I gotta be, okay?
I vow on the crane that I shall fight with honor, and I dedicate this fight to you.
Oh, this is probably
my
for the
lady.
jousting.
Accept your vow.
Very pretty.
Who do my eyes espy, Frod Boors? Where have your journeys taken you last, brother?
Hail, Percy. You must know I've embarked on a quest of true wonder. A horde of challenges awaits.
This sounds compelling. Would you betray the nature of the quest in question?
His magic
Upon
told
Loch
me he could drink
Selavis
no more
waters
alcohol.
floats an isle.
Not even a glass of wine.
There
with
you will
him.
learn
Just
all.
rot. Like an
I
animal.
must ride where destiny calls. Godspeed till next we meet.
Loch Selavis. Might be worth looking into.
Okay, well, that got me a new quest.
Then what?
What's over here?
Unky says if I'm bad, give me to the witch.
Truly,
To send a witcher against the beast. It is if one sought to trip the clap between us.
I've got the most.
You shan't find anything better in all
widest
Duchess.
range of goods around.
Oh?
Alright. There you are. Let's talk.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine. What about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always, but it's worth being good.
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
Sure.
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Okay.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
It sounds like it's in pain. You shouldn't torture it like that.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd.
Exactly.
No knight will gain any glory from this.
Who's gonna face it?
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Whatever, let's go see the Duchess.
Let's go.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Great.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Oh
Damn
boy.
it.
Now the bells are gone, so it's gonna be bad. Oh, great.
We have to help him.
Why did I know this was gonna happen? Why did I know this was gonna happen? Oh, God. How do I even...
Gotta keep it down. Can't tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, for Nightling, the beast heaved its foul girth.
Ah, crap. What in the frack?
Down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give fight to the beast. Its plans confound. Out, brief flame. And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Alright. Wait. Do I have a... Oh boy. There's so many beasts. He's a relict, okay. Shelmars spend most of their lives deep underground, having no contact with the world up above. At times, however, Shelmar will dig its way to the surface and devour any men within its reach. Some Shelmars also burrow tunnels close to the surface, collapsing buildings and causing tremors in the process. Since Shelmars are blind, they find their way by sensing vibrations and listening for sounds. Thus, the best tactic when fighting such a monster is to hurl something heavy or noisy against a nearby boulder or wall. Then pray silently that the beast will roll towards the sound and knock itself out upon striking into the obstacle. Okay, so I need relic oil, samum, ard is okay. Let's see here. I already have samum equipped. Here's some relic oil. Cripes. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh, crap. Ugh.
For the Duchess!
Seriously, you need to stop yelling. Oh, crap.
Bring up
There
the
goes
ocean
again.
and set fire to the wood, for nothing in this struggle can come to any good.
Like, yeah, it's not really...
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds.
Alright. Yeah, you kind of have to. This is. God dang it. Ow.
The Witcher waited till the time was true, then twirled, danced, and spun, struck the monster right through.
Jesus.
Alas, Palmerin lies prostrate.
Oh, God.
He has breathed his last breath.
Hope he's not actually
A
dead.
Witcher, fight bravely unto death.
You piece of shit. Ugh. Now what's he doing? I'm gonna back way the fuck up, because... Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a lot of bullshit right there. No way. No, come on. No, Ard.
Was all if the monster's the victor, then naught shall have come of valor and vigor.
I don't know that that really does anything.
That stench.
Like a bow who leaps like a love's first spurt, so the Witcher wooed the Selma, then its foul heart hurt.
Oh boy, here he does again. Here he goes again. In fact, I'm gonna... Let me see... Seems to stop it from rolling, but it doesn't really seem to do much else. If it more consistently landed on its back, that would be nice, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that.
Selma's cries ring aloud, blood transforms into jelly.
See, and now he's on his back. Ah. I better get out of the way. He's gonna do that thing again. He's gonna do that thing again. And I don't want any part of that. Oh, thank you. Go. Jesus. That was a pain in the butt. It wasn't even that it was hard, it was just like stupidly difficult to get to actually hit the damn thing. and get
The
damaged.
Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia,
Hopefully
master of the witchering trade.
Other night guy wasn't
Behold,
dead.
as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Yay.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
No.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful!
Yay.
Pikeman, see to the beast.
Don't just go and kill it for me. Like, the whole point was this. Like, just go, I don't know, take it far away from people and release it somewhere. It didn't do nothing to hurt anybody.
Forgive me.
Oh, good.
I am not as nimble as in my younger years.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your
I'm
help.
glad you're alive. I didn't want to restart that whole dang thing, but I also
Guillaume.
didn't want the
The lad
NPC to
came
die.
damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Yeah, you better just... Oh boy.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
Okay.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk.
Okay.
We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Well, you know, yeah. Maybe not do that again.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
Yeah,
What
okay.
about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Okay. Right, so the contract.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Alrighty.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Uh-huh. Okay. But no, I came alone, as you requested.
The very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Okay, so, there was a Bruxa, and she killed some guardsmen.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No.
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
Right. So,
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here.
okay.
I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay.
Okay.
Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Not always.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards, both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Okay.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher.
I mean,
what's more,
fair.
Nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Alright, so the first victim.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crispy was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Okay.
Crispy was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Okay, so the second victim.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Okay.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon de Lac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
Okay. So they were both retired knights, basically.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Okay. So yeah, there seems to be some similarities here.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Why those?
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
A strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Okay. So maybe this beast is denouncing moral decay, or what it believes to be moral decay.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
What's that mean, a team? They were the Avengers?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure.
Well, we need to find him.
Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, Order the gardens searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
Smart lady.
And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
The poor horse guy.
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Oh gosh. I guess we're doing this. Should probably try to end the episode, but it's just... it's got me on the rails right now.
Clear the way, I said! It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Okay.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
All right.
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Okay.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Okay. It's just a horse with a
Golden
horn
fish.
strapped to it.
Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
Okay.
The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay. I will, but probably in the next episode, because I've been going for almost an hour now, and I should probably take a break. So I think I will leave it here. It's just very pretty. Like, this is a very nice, guys. But yeah, I will leave it here, and we will find the egg and the fish, the unicorn horn and the fish in the next episode. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.